My name is Kevin Nix, and welcome back to Frontstretch 5. This week, we're going to look at 5 surprising drivers who failed to qualify for a race.
Number 1. 1994 Goodies 500, Jimmy Spencer. Jimmy Spencer, known as Mr. Excitement due to his aggressive racing style, notched both of his career wins in the NASCAR Cup Series in 1994. Both wins came on superspeedways, with one in Daytona and the second at Talladega. 1 month after his win at Talladega, he failed to qualify on speed for the August race at Bristol. Considering how much Spencer publicly raved about racing at Bristol, this DNQ was a significant personal blow to him. He amassed 3 top 5s and 7 top 10s with 474 laps led at the last great Coliseum. And that laps led mark far exceeds his laps led total at any other track on the NASCAR Cup Series circuit.
So take a look at the list of drivers who have gone home unable to qualify fast enough to make this field. They include Jimmy Spencer, Jeff Green, Dave Marcus. Phil Parsons was unable to make it, driving the number 14 car, Billy Hagan.
Number 2. 2001 Cracker Barrel 500, Casey Atwood. This race is memorable to the wider NASCAR fan base for the far-reaching ramifications of Kevin Harvick's first NASCAR Cup Series victory. It was memorable to Casey Atwood for a different reason, as his 2001 season was a struggle from the initial green flag at Daytona. Due to the number 19 team making limited starts the year before, Atwood had to qualify his Dodge on speed and was unable to do so. He joined Rick Mast and Carl Long on the trip home.
Now the cars that did not qualify for this race. Casey Atwood missed his first Winston Cup race. Rick Mast in the Hal Hicks Chevy and Carl Long driving his own number 85 did not make the show.
Number 3. 2003 UAW Daimler Chrysler 400, Greg Biffle. Greg Biffle's rookie season for Roush Racing saw him notch his first career victory in the 2003 Pepsi 400. There were growing pains, as he had 6 DNFs, 3 due to crash damage, and he only finished on the lead lap in 14 of the 35 races he started. The only race he didn't start was the 2003 Cup race at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Since the number 16 team attempted 4 races for Roush Racing in 2002, Biffle had few owner points to fall back on for the start of the 2003 season. This meant he had to qualify within the top 36 on speed to make the race, and he did not. Biffle didn't crash, he was simply too slow. This was the 4th and final DNQ of Greg Biffle's NASCAR Cup Series career.
Kid, Kurt Busch, and we were talking about, to give us a little bit of a tour around town. Jamie McMurray, one of the young drivers, Rookie of the Year candidate. By the way, Greg Biffle did not make the show.
Number 4. 2006 Daytona 500, Scott Riggs. Statistically speaking, 2006 was the best year of Scott Riggs' NASCAR Cup Series career. He won 2 poles, had 1 top 5, and 8 top 10 finishes. His average finish of 20.3 was also the best of any of his full-time seasons, but that average came from races 2 through 36. Riggs failed to race his way into the 2006 Daytona 500, something he had to do, because similar to Greg Biffle in 2003, his number 10 team had the owner's points from the number 91 car, which was outside the top 35 in owner points in 2005. This DNQ was the second in his Cup Series career.
Through 3 and 4 for the final time. Up front, Jeff Gordon continues to lead. He brings the field to the checkered flag. Here's the race to get in the Daytona 500. Mike Wallace makes it. Scott Riggs will not. Unofficial results.
Wow.
Number 5. 2008 Diamond Hill Plywood 200, Denny Hamlin. The first race on the repaved Darlington Raceway was the Xfinity race in 2008. This race saw all 3 Roush cars crash out, including pole sitter Carl Edwards on the second lap. Mark Martin, driving for Junior Motorsports, ran out of gas in the closing laps, which caused a multi-car crash. However, the most surprising event of the weekend happened in qualifying. Denny Hamlin, going for the pole in the number 18 car for Joe Gibbs Racing, got loose and smacked the wall coming out of turn 2. Since the number 18 car was a part-time team and not in the top 30 in owner points, Hamlin failed to qualify for the race. As of this video's production, this remains Hamlin's only DNQ in NASCAR's top 3 National Series.
sticker tires on. We saw a lot of guys with scuff, and he's got stickers on this car.
Yeah, no, it does. And again, that was one of the questions in the Sprint Cup Series is whether you go on stickers or scuffs. And I think Denny was one of the guys who was trying to make up his mind what to do. And Mike, you ask a very good question, but I'll have to check my policy because my insurance is with these guys.
Pole shot so far for Hamlin.
There you go.
Oh, pow! What'd I say?
He stood on it, but
he stood on it. But the problem is right now, guys, he has got to try to finish this lap, but he can't. He's got too much damage.
We got a qualifier. We're out.
There you go. He's got to stand on it, and he can't do it. He's got too much damage. He's out.
All he had to do was get around the track in 45 seconds to beat Brett Rowe. But Denny Hamlin takes the fastest car in practice and puts it in the fence.
Right car there. Never hooked up, and Hermie, go back to what you said. Sticker tires. Could have been the
first time. I've been watching every car drive on this racetrack. First stickers that I saw rotating, leaving pit road. But you're right, Jeff. He didn't do the smart thing. He went for the pole. You could tell. He never lifted getting in turn one. Car didn't stick. Going home.
Did not feel it out. He was all or nothing. And right now, you can see the car definitely could not make a second lap of any kind of qualifying effort. Not like we saw earlier with Carl Long. Way too much damage.
Has Denny Hamlin had a tough 6 days or what? Saturday night at Richmond, right front tire after leading 381 laps. Here he's fastest in practice. Goes into the wall with the right front, while on what could have been a record-setting pole run, but instead Hamlin goes home and Mike Harmon will race tonight.
Thank you all for watching this edition of Frontstretch 5. If you have any other surprising DNQs you want me to talk about, feel free to comment below.
This is Harrison Burton, driver the number 21. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, check out one of these two videos beside me. Visit frontstretch.com for more racing content.